Hello, I'm Emma.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are going to talk to you about our sociology project, which was to break a social norm. Our thesis was to disrespect a figure of authority in a group setting. So what that means was, Lauren and I are both part of the all-female a cappella group here at North called Girl Trouble, and our leader is Kayla Wally, student director, and we decided to do something along the lines of disrespecting her in front of our group in a rehearsal.
Our hypothesis was that if Emma and I caused a scene or disrespected Kayla as a figure of authority, then it would distract the group and it would cause them to think less of us as well, because we're upperclassmen and we're thought of like as more respected group members.
So we've been a part of the group for 2-3 years. I'm a junior, she's a senior. I joined my freshman year. You joined your freshman year.
I joined my sophomore year.
Okay.
And it's just like we're pretty respected members of the group because we've been in it for so long, and we have a lot of freshmen this year. So it's really
freshmen pretty much take up half of the group this year, which is a big change for us because we've never really experienced that before.
It was interesting. We wanted to see
how the freshmen reacted with them not really knowing us.
Yeah.
They only knew us as respected upperclassmen, so we really wanted to also drive home. So that's really the background on our experiment, and we'll let you watch.
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Honestly, this is kind of ridiculous. You are probably the worst leader I have ever had in the longest time. You have no authority. You have no sense of leadership. What's your problem?
I'm done.
I hate this group. I don't know what you've done with it, but that's why I'm sitting out. Then you know what? I'll leave, because you know what? You have a bad attitude. You have a bad attitude. Everyone has a bad attitude. This is... I hate this. You literally drove this group to the ground. Ever since Casey left, this group has been nothing. Look, there's the door. Better job at leaving it.
I would like to see you try.
Have you even been trying?
I would like to see you try. I'm eating. Alright, so anyway, if you guys would like to stand and say, or if you guys would like to tell me that I can't run a group while I'm eating noodles, be my guest. If not, I'd like to get back to the house now. The meeting is over.
So essentially, what you didn't see on camera, one of the things was before, like, we took the video, Emma and I sat out for at least like half the rehearsal, a little more than that, before she obviously blew up. And something that you didn't see that wasn't planned was that when we were sitting out, Kayla approached us like in front of the whole group and told us to stand up. And we were extremely rude to her and like told her like, no, we're not gonna do that. And then
No, because we can sit out whenever we want to.
yeah, exactly. And another group member, Jessie Hodgson, who does like the attendance and does like the business aspect of the handles the business aspect of the group. She was getting really frustrated with us because she wasn't in on it like Kayla was.
No.
And she was getting really frustrated with us because we are respected members and we're expected to participate and stand up. So
It caused a lot of, like, talk.
yeah,
Because nobody would ever think, oh, Emma and Lauren are sitting out.
yeah,
Because we're always wanting to be,
encouraging.
yeah, and always being like, hey, let's all sing today. So it was kind of a flipped, like, perspective that,
It was out of character.
yeah,
definitely.
that it really was. Another thing, as we were sitting out, 2 girls in group texted me and asked, are you okay? Is everything all right? You know, what's going on?
Another thing, like, people were saying was like, are you protesting? Like,
Yeah,
what's
someone
happening?
thought we were like
Like,
striking
yeah.
about the group. Yeah, we're gonna just picket line and have signs, but I got these texts and I actually never responded because I didn't want to be like, it's a sociology project!
Because that would have affected the reaction.
And we wanted as many honest and real reactions as possible, so we really kept our project on the down low with a lot of people in the group. So those texts were a genuine reaction that people were actually concerned if we were okay.
Generally, the reaction to us, like, sitting out in the first place was they were confused at first because, like we said, we're not that type of people. We're normally very encouraging and into the group and getting everyone to, like, participate. But then, like, when Emma started freaking out on Kayla, we just found out, like, a few girls cried. Like, it was really bad.
It definitely wasn't what I was expecting.
No, we definitely weren't expecting that big of a reaction. I heard one girl say, like, why couldn't she have just confronted her during lunch? Like, people were kind of upset with Emma for confronting her during a rehearsal. And
but then again,
good.
that was the point of the project, was to interrupt while in the rehearsal to cause a scene.
Yeah.
Because we wanted, being a close environment in a small space with only a certain amount of people
who we all know
and they know us, brought more attention to it and brought more reactions to it. So I wanted to talk really briefly about my feelings about the scene I caused, let's call it that. I personally am not one to ever say mean things about anyone. This was definitely something outside of my comfort zone. It definitely did not make me feel like a great person. It made me, even though it was all fake, I did not mean a word I said to Kayla. I would never say anything like that to any, leader like that. Causing a scene and causing the whole group to go quiet, I definitely felt very out of the norm. Get it? Because it's the project. It definitely wasn't something that I will be doing anytime soon again, because I don't like causing a scene.
No, yeah, it's a very anxiety-inducing situation. You know what I mean? Especially, like, for me, what the problem, like, I had a problem with Emma. Like, I was uncomfortable when Emma was saying something, and I knew about it, you know what I mean? I knew that she didn't mean anything, like, from what she was saying, but
I don't recommend it.
No.
0 out of 10 would recommend. I don't think anyone really wants to feel that way. You don't
want to make someone feel that way.
It affects your reputation. It affects, your just feelings in general. Really
makes you sad.
I went home and I was upset. I was like, I can't believe I just did that. Like, I'm not one to do that, and it's kind of odd, but I think definitely if we were to do this again, like, thinking of this as an experiment, what were the flaws?
We couldn't film it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we were trying to get someone else to film it for us, but, like, they were also in the middle of the group and we didn't want to, like, disrupt anything.
Disrupt someone else from being in the group to help us with our project. So I think definitely plan on what I'm gonna say if I were to break out again, because that was all off the top of my head, because I had no idea what to do. I just needed to say things that would have caused people to get a reaction, but I definitely would think through more thoroughly the next time around. I mean, that all comes with trial and error.
Yeah.
You have to do it to find your flaws, which I totally understand, and I think it's actually a great idea.
Another thing was, like, we should have, like, cleared it up earlier.
Oh yeah, we waited like 15-20 minutes until we told the group that it was a project, and that was probably the worst thing to do in the whole entire world. But I kind of wanted to not do that because I wanted to see what the aftermath. So this is something in our environment that we would never do, nor in the music department environment, and we would not recommend it.
No, yeah, it was definitely something that was out of the norm and we wouldn't normally do.